All right, cool. So we are ready to rock and roll and get started here now that we have that Facebook ads report. So you're going to pull up that lovely infographic that I put together, and you're going to want to open up both of the Google Data Studio dashboard and the Google Sheet template. You are going to want to make sure that you are signed in order to access and copy the Google Sheet and Google dashboards into your personal drive. Cool, so now that we have that open, this is the Google Sheet template, and then this is the dashboard. And for both of these, I have them in kind of a protected zone. And so you're going to want to, make sure that you make copies of this. So you are going to want to make copies of the Google Sheet first, and we'll find out why. So you're just going to go to File and Make a Copy. Name it whatever you like. And you'll see that it just populates another template here. I decided to name it Tutorial Google Data Studio. And so now I can officially just get rid of this guy here. And then I'm going to go into the Facebook ads dashboard and do a very similar thing, but this is the part that you really want to pay attention to. So you're going to make a copy of this report. And then when it says new data source, you're going to want to make sure that you go in and you create a new data source. You'll click on Google Sheets. And from here, I'm going to want to click on Tutorial and then Connect. And then Add to Report. Once I have that there, verifying that these two are the same names, I'm going to copy report. So now we're rocking and rolling, and we have all the information, in the saved template. So I can just go ahead and get rid of this guy here. And now this is your very own. So I'm just going to call this tutorial. Okay, cool. And so from here, we can kind of just explore this template really quick together. I'm just going to go into the view here, and this will help give you an idea. We have impressions, click-through rate, clicks, all purchases, purchase conversion value, ROAS. We can break down by date range. This report runs from, as an example, from January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020. So I can go on in here to November and then 10th, and I can pull down different levels of data, and this is going to segment out by those date ranges. So I know that I had 8 million impressions from those date ranges, $2 million in conversion revenue value and all that. So this is really cool. You can also segment down by campaign name. So if you just wanted to know how your bottom of funnel was how your bottle and funnel is doing, and then you can also segment by ad set name as well. Next thing we're going to do is go back into the Google Sheet here, and I will show you how to add in your own data. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to clear out the data that I have in here, and it's just really simply just clearing that out. Make sure that you keep those top columns, because those are what the Google Sheet is, or the Data Studio dashboard is talking to. So it's really important that this number 1 here stays the same. If anything ever happens, you can always go back in and look at version history and go backwards. And you also always have access to that template, and you can always just make a copy of it. So what we're going to do is go ahead and go to File, and we're going to import, and we are going to upload that document that we downloaded from Facebook ads. Okay, and so here's the really important part here. You're going to want to make sure that you append to current sheet always. You want to make sure that you're pulling in data from this sheet to the sheet correctly. And you'll see here that you have double headers. And so here's the important part. You're always going to want to delete out the new headers as they come in. Sometimes Google is smart enough for you, and you can have these cleanup suggestions. So I'm just going to go on in here and just say remove. But of course, if that's not the case, then of course you can go on into, you can just select the row and then right click and delete row. So awesome. So now this is your data. And so what we're going to do is go back into our dashboard here, and we're going to refresh. And if you remember, this data is set for September 1st through 7th. So I'm just going to go back and set my date range to September 1st through 7th. And now I have all of my information in here. Obviously I need to open up my campaign ranges again. So we're just going to select all. And there we go. And so now all of your data is segmented in here, and you're good to go. You can absolutely change the coloring of this by just going into edit. You can really customize this however you would like. Just be mindful that, you know, it is set up to be a certain way on purpose. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, you know how to reach me. hello@simonsaysdigital.com. And in the meantime, I look forward to chatting with you guys some more. I hope this is really helpful for you guys, and I wish you best of luck on kicking ass with Facebook ads.